Hello viewers, today we want to learn how to factorize algebraic expressions. What do we mean by factorization of algebraic expressions? When you have to factorize an expression, what that simply means is you express given expression as the product of two or more expressions. So that is what factorization simply means. When you factorize, it means you express given expression as the what? As the product of two or more expressions. Now, let's consider the following examples. So, we are starting from the basic part of a factorization. So now, from the first example here, we have 12x plus 18. You have to factorize, express this as product of two expressions. So now, what you just simply need to do, you have to find the highest common factor of these two terms. So here we have 12x, we have plus 18. So what is the highest common factor? What factor can divide both 12 and 18? And that is 6. 6 can divide 12, 6 can divide 18. So how many 6 goes in 12? That's 2. 6 in 18, that is 3. So it simply means this will be, since 6 can divide both, so you have 6 outside, then you open the bracket. How many 6 goes in 12? That is 2. Then you write x, because 6 cannot divide the x. Plus, how many 6 goes in 18? That is 3. And we can see now that we have product of two expressions. We have 6 and 2x plus 3. So this is done. So we are done with factorization of this. Another one, we have the second example here. Negative x squared a minus 3a. So what are the common factor here? So from what we can see, a is common. Another term that is common is negative sign is common. So those terms that are common, we take them out. Minus sign, so you take out the negative sign. A is also common, take out letter A. Then what do we have in the bracket now? Since this is the highest common factor, is there any other factors again? No. This is x squared, this is 3. They are not the same. So open the bracket now. So how do we know what should be inside the bracket? It's very simple. You can just, since this a is what is common to both this and this, you can just use this negative a to divide this. Whatever you get would be the remaining term here. When you divide the same here, whatever you get will be the remaining term here. So now let's try that. We have a negative x squared a divided by negative a. From division of sign, minus divided by minus, that is plus. So we have plus. A cancel 8. What is left? X squared. Meaning we are going to have positive x squared. So you write x squared. So you don't need to write the positive sign since you are not linking this with another term again. So here also we do the same for negative 3a. Minus 3a divided by minus a. Minus divided by minus again, we have plus. When you divide by a, what is left? 3. So you have plus 3. So we have plus 3. So we need to write the positive sign here because you are linking this 3 to this x squared. So you need to write the sign. And that is the end of the factorization of the second question. Let's move to the third one. The next one here we have a 4x squared minus 12x. So now what is the common factor here? The highest common factor. Please take note. We are factorizing out the highest common factor. Now here for the numbers, 4 is factor of 4, 4 is factor of 12. Then for the letters, x can divide both x squared and x. So it means the common factor here will be 4x. 4x can divide this, 4x can divide this. So you take out 4x. Open the bracket. Use 4x to divide this. We have a 4x squared divided by 4x. 4 cancel out 4. X here means, x squared means x times x. This x squared means what? X multiplied by x. By the time you cancel out one x, you still have another x, meaning this will give us x. By the time you divide 4x squared by x, you get x minus, divide 4x and 12x by 4x. 12x divided by 4x. X cancel out x. How many 4 goes in 12? That is 3. So you have 3. And that is just the end of this too. So it means the factors are 4x and what? X minus 2 for this. Let's move to the next one. We have negative 3x squared. 3x, negative 3x squared y plus 6x y. Now here also we have to look for the common factor, the highest common factor. You take out the highest common factor, then whatever that is left will be in the bracket. Now, let's consider the number first. 3 and 6. You can see that 3 is the factor. 3 can divide both 6 and 3. Here we have x squared y. We have xy. It means xy is here, xy is here. Though the number of x here is more than 1. So now we can just take out 3 and xy, because 3 can divide both numbers and xy can divide it. So now then 3xy is the factor, but we are talking about the highest common factor. Then we have to consider this sign too. We can also take out the negative sign. So now we are taking out negative 3xy. Negative 3xy. So negative 3xy is the factor, is the highest common factor. Now, to know what should be inside the bracket now, just use this negative 3xy to divide this, whatever that is left. Whatever you get will be what will be left. Divide this also by negative 3xy. Whatever you get will be what is left. So now let's do that. We have a negative 3x squared y divided by negative 3xy. So negative 3 gone. So negative divided by negative, that is positive. So y is gone. X squared divided by x, that is just x. It means what is left is now x. So we have x. Here we have positive sign. But before we choose the sign that should be here, we have to divide first. So now we are dividing positive plus 6xy divided by negative 3xy. So negative sign divided by positive sign, from the rule of sign, division of sign, that will be negative. So when you divide negative sign by positive, you get negative. And when 3 goes here, that is 2. xy cancel out. So what is left is just negative 2. It means we are going to have a negative 2 here. So now here we have product of two expressions, x minus 2 multiplied by negative 3xy. And this is factorized. Now let's consider the last one here. We have a 3x multiplied by x plus y and x plus 4 minus 2 multiplied by what? X plus 4. So now what's the common factor here? The factor here that is common, you can see that x plus y is here in the bracket. Another x plus y is also in the bracket. It means this x plus y is common to both sides of this expression. You can see here is one term, here is another term. So now x plus 4 is here, x plus 4 is here. So we can just take out x plus 4. So you have a x plus 4 outside. Now what should be inside the bracket? As usual, let's divide this part by x plus 4. Whatever that we get will be what should be in the bracket here. We do the same for this side. Now let's do that. We have a 3x open bracket x plus 4 divided by what? X plus 4. So this x plus 4 is gone. What is left? 3x. So you have 3x. Then also, you take out the, since there is no sign outside there, so the positive sign will not affect the sign inside the bracket. So you don't need to bother yourself. So now let's divide to minus. We write minus sign direct. So now we have a 2 open bracket x plus 4 again divided by x plus 4, because we are dividing by the factor outside. So this x plus 4 is gone again. What is left? 2. So we have 2. So now here we can see down that we express each of the given expressions as the product of two expressions. The reason why all these are product of, and all the result here are product of two expressions is because, look at the first question here. This is linear expression. This one is quadratic. This one is quadratic, quadratic, quadratic. So, you know, when you can only express quadratic expression as the product of two expressions. But when you are given a polynomial will be expressed as the product of what? Product of 3 or more. Because anything from, when the power is 2, that is quadratic. When the power is 1, highest power is 1, the highest degree. Highest degree here is 1. Degree of x here is 1. Degree of the highest degree here is 2. Here is 2. Here is 2. This one is also 2 when you open the bracket. So, as I used to say, so you learn math by practice. So what you just only need to do, you take your pen, form questions, or take your textbook, so solve some questions related to this. So this is just the beginner way to factorize algebraic expression. As we move on, we show you more. We show you the other method of factorization. These are just the basics. So have a nice day, everyone.